Should we blow something up?
You might inconvenience people and hurt their feelings.
You're the worst weapon ever.
Let's be honest, we all fell in love with Jinx as soon as we saw her. Lately there have been a lot of ADCs getting a lot of attention, but none of them are as fun to play as Jinx. Seriously, between bringing guns to a knife fight and that crazy looped laughter, you're guaranteed a good time. Also, she is just a teensy bit broken. Let's talk pros and cons. She has an AD mid Spear of Doom that also slows your opponents. You have a single target auto attack and an AoE auto attack. You have a built-in AD bonus and a built-in attack speed bonus. She can dive turrets early and get out with her passive. She has a high-powered global ultimate, which has good CC, especially for an ADC. However, she has no reliable escape, which may be her biggest glaring con. She's very squishy and has low survivability. Aggression can be a bit of a gamble without proper jungle and support. It's easy to miss her ultimate, and it's easy to miss Zap, which is a core skill for her. Riot also nerfed her boobs, but personally I think it's good to have some champion variety. Unlike Soraka Top, I don't need to explain why Jinx is a viable ADC, right? I hope not. All you have to do is play her to see it makes sense. Still though, I'll tell you her playstyle. Jinx is considered an all-in champion a lot of times. You go hard and get kills. Lacking an escape makes disengages hard, but it is still possible. Harass and poke with your W and your AoE rocket if they step too close. She has trouble against pokey champions if they outpoke you because you have, like, no tank at all. Don't forget that. On the flip side, Jinx can push harder than other ADCs if you want her to. Her runes are pretty standard for an ADC. Take 9 greater Mark of Attack damage, 9 greater Seal of Armor, 9 greater Glyph of Magic Resist, and 3 Lifesteal Quints. Or use your regular ADC runes. Use situational tank runes if you do that kind of thing. Mastery should generally be 21-9-0, as shown here. Building Jinx is easy, but as always, remember to build situationally. This build can and should be modified for different games. I was extremely happy to see Jinx being built in Challenger tier the same way I built her. A Doran's Blade, Health Potion, and Warding Totem is a solid start. In fact, I haven't seen a Challenger start differently yet. If you're doing well, get a BF Sword on first back. If you don't have enough, go for a Vampiric Scepter. A first item Bloodthirster goes a long way in your fight to not die. Generally, you should want to build a Bloodthirster, Berserker's Greaves, Infinity Edge, a Last Whisper, especially if you're against a tank or if Renekton or Malphite is a thing anywhere in the game. I prefer Static Shiv over Phantom Dancer, but I see both played, and they both have their advantages. And Guardian Angel is a safe last pick item. If you have enough money, you can sell your boots and get a Zephyr if you're up to it. I also find myself buying a Blade of the Ruin King occasionally to take down bigger targets quickly, but mainly I like going for straight damage. I don't see many people in Challenger tier making Bork work on her. Your spells should be Flash and Barrier, which is pretty standard for ADCs, so keep them. Since you have no 100% escape, Flash can be a godsend. The extra damage cushion from Barrier can help counterbalance your attractive but weak body, especially early game. Time to cover your wonderful skills. Get excited, your passive is a fantastic little part of your kit, and I think it makes your kit viable. If a champion or turret dies that you've damaged in the last 3 seconds, you get a 175% move speed bonus that decays over 4 seconds. Need to dive a turret and live? Sure. Need to chase for that double or triple kill? Go for it. Need to GTFO but still want the kill? Why not? Your Q, Switcheroo, has 2 parts. Your chain gun has shorter range, but you get an attack speed bonus that stacks up to 3 times, great for taking down turrets early or late game. Fishbones, your rocket launcher, gives you bonus attack damage on hit and hits AoE, which can be useful in teamfights and clearing waves. You also get added range in this mode. Keep that in mind if your chain gun can't seem to catch them. Zap is basically an AD Nidspear. It's one of my favorite ADC skills. Not only does it do some serious damage on hit, but it also slows your opponent, making chasing, ganking, and killing much easier. Be careful though. Zap will collide with the first unit it hits, so make sure you're smart about it. Flame Choppers on E has minimal damage and scales off AP, but is extremely valuable. It takes a second for it to arm, so throw it behind your enemy to either snare them or simply funnel them where you want them. Paired with a Nami or Leona support, you can hold an ADC down long enough to kill them. Super Mega Death Rocket, a global ult that does a lot of damage, and the further it travels, the more damage it does? Yes please. Use it generally to finish off stragglers who escaped, or if you're late for an engage you might want to pop it early. Be aware though, the rocket will only explode on champions, but it will do AoE damage. You don't need to use your ultimate across the map. Sometimes, if you need that extra little punch to get the kill, feel free to use it. Don't be afraid to shoot it across the map if you're not in danger, because everyone loves a Hail Mary rocket to the face. I'm a big fan of assisting in teamfights while split pushing, and that ult can really help. Also, there's a smiley face in the explosion. Start with Switcheroo on Jinx, and then at level 2 get Flame Choppers. Get Zap at 3. Max your Q first, and then your W. Level your ult when possible, and then your E last. Jinx is an easy ADC to play if she's your style of ADC. Check out my Which ADC Are You video for some beginner novice tips on how to ADC, and find out which ADC suits you best. Like and subscribe to see more videos from me, and leave comments advice for people below. And until next time, see you in the Rift.